name is John Ronneberg, and I got matched up with Big Brothers Big Sisters because my sister did before me. She, well, I was pretty jealous when she got matched up because she got to do all this cool stuff. She'd tell me, "Oh, we went out to movies. Oh, we went to bumper cars." I'm like, "Bumper cars? I've never done bumper cars before." And so my grandparents were working on getting me a big brother before I even knew that I was about to get a big brother, and it was kind of last second. Like, I think it was a couple of weeks before I met him. Like, "Oh, hey, we found you a match." I'm like, "A match for what? Like tennis?" Like, I don't like tennis. And then, "No, for big brothers." I'm like, "Really? Like, I get my own big brother? Like, all right, like I get to do stuff now." When I first heard that I was getting a big brother, I was expecting someone like in their late 20s, maybe early 30s. I was when we filled out the papers, I was filling out for everything that I wanted to do. And because my grandpa at the time was like in his 70s and he wasn't very active at all, so we'd never get to go out and do anything. And I was so excited, but then I see Brad, and he was in his late 50s, and I just automatically assumed we're not going to be able to do anything either. The age difference is too much. Like, he's not going to be as active as I'm going to want to be.
John was a little bit reserved when I first met him, and John was also very much engaged in indoor activities. Over the years, I started implementing something a little bit more outdoorsy each time.
When we first started going outdoors, I was shocked because that guy was like 5 times more active than I was.
Started out with bike riding down the River Greenway.
Biking, I'm just struggling. I'm sore, and he said, "How much further you want to go?" "Oh yeah, we still have to go back, don't we?"
Kind of an interesting ride for him at 11.
The proudest that I've ever been to have Brad was my dad tried talking to me again. He just wanted to, I don't know, it didn't end well.
John's father abandoned him at a very early age, around the age of 6, I believe, and his father was never heard from again, basically, until maybe a few years ago. And in that interchange, he tried to contact him through social media, and John's anger came out in this experience, and some confusion was noted as well.
I looked up to my dad so much. After my mom died, he was the person that I wanted to see all the time, but I couldn't. I'm now 6 years old. Sorry. I thought, he's the coolest dad ever. Like, he got me this little electric car thing to drive around. He put a car battery in it, and it would go so fast. And I was like, I got anything at his house. There was so much to do. I loved it, but felt betrayed. We went home to call him. He never answered. Called him the next day, never answered. Called him that night, never answered. We went to his house. There was nothing. He was just gone. And the one person that I looked up to the most just left, and I didn't know what to do. With Brad, he's been my father figure. He's that mentor that I have now, and he's just a big part of my motivation.
I tried to supplement that with trying to get him involved in sports and also in extracurricular activities, volunteer activities. And he took it to heart, and he did. He joined the track team, and he's done very well there. And he's also done some things with his church and Upward Basketball, and he's done a lot of things just on a volunteer basis.
Brad has pushed me, for sure. Not just physically or spiritually, but he's pushed me to not, take the easy way out.
What I found is that you can't give back without getting a lot in return. And when you see a young man developing, it just turns your heart in a very powerful way. And I just noticed that that John has shown me that that even an older man and a young man can bond together in very powerful ways. It was a pleasant surprise to find that it can. What are the possibilities in life that you could get out of a relationship that you wouldn't see otherwise?
And I can't imagine being without Brad, honestly. I don't want to imagine it.
Bowl for Kids' Sake is the national signature fundraising event of Big Brothers Big Sisters. All of the money raised goes directly toward helping kids right here in your community. Bowl for Kids' Sake is an easy way for the entire community to be part of the magic. Across the country, thousands of people just like you are getting in on the fun. You too can make a difference in the life of a child. Get involved with your local Big Brothers Big Sisters agency. Participate in Bowl for Kids' Sake in your community.